In this video, I'm going to be telling you 5 things that you do not want to be doing on your next trip to Universal Orlando Resort. Alright everyone, first up on this list is going to be you do not want to be purchasing those express passes without first checking out some of the Deluxe resort hotels. Now, the reason I say this is because if you don't know, if you choose to stay over for one night or more at any of the Deluxe resort hotels, so that's either Portofino Bay by Lowe's Royal Pacific, or the Hard Rock Hotel, you actually get unlimited Universal Express passes included in the cost of your hotel room. These hotels can look a little bit pricey on paper. Oftentimes rooms will run $300, $400, $500, $600, $700 a night, which looks super scary. But when you consider that if you stay in one of these hotels, you don't get Express for just one day, you get it for the day you check in and the day you check out, plus it's for every single member of your party. These can work out an absolute bargain, because I got news for you. Unlimited Express passes can run anywhere from $100 per person per day to over $300 per person per day. It's crazy. Staying in a hotel can be a crazy bargain, especially if there's a few people in your party. So do not buy express passes without first checking out the cost of a hotel stay. But bear in mind, it is only those 3 premier hotels. All right, and the next thing you do not want to be doing is you do not want to be waiting till the day of your visit to buy your theme park tickets. Theme park ticket lines in the morning can be pretty wild, and it's just going to be another big long line for you to potentially stand in that day. I would highly recommend getting your tickets ahead of time. Not only this, but oftentimes they are a little bit less money as well. I was going to say cheaper, but there's no such thing as a cheap theme park ticket these days. They're less money if you buy them in advance usually. But the main benefit is definitely not having to stand in that long line when you've already had to go through security, and you know you've got there, you got there early, you want to get in, you want to get stuff done. You do not want to be wasting time in that long line for tickets, so buy your tickets ahead of time. Just one final word on tickets before we move on to our next point, but you might also want to consider getting a park-to-park ticket, especially if you're looking at taking advantage of the Hogwarts Express, because you can't actually do that unless you've got a park-to-park ticket or an annual pass. But just food for thought. The next thing you do not want to be doing when you're at the theme parks is you do not want to be forgetting to stay hydrated, because that is bad. Things will go bad for you real quick if you don't stay hydrated. You can take drinks in with you to the theme park, so you can take your own water bottle and things like that, but no glass, no alcohol. And another important thing to note is that free water is available from any of the Coke Freestyle machines. So these are these machines that you see dotted around the parks. They're not just for soda, you can actually get free water out of those. Or you can go to anywhere that's got like a fountain drinks dispenser and just ask for a free cup of water. So there really is no excuse to not stay hydrated. Take a minute, get a drink, you'll feel better and you'll enjoy the rest of your day more. So do not forget to stay hydrated. And you definitely do not want to be dressing for fashion over comfort. When you're at the theme parks, you are going to be doing a heck of a lot of walking. Oftentimes it can be 20,000, 30,000 steps a day, which is no joke. And if you've chosen to pick a pair of shoes because they look good rather than be comfortable, you might live to regret that in the end. So I would definitely recommend comfortable footwear, cool, comfortable clothing. And if you do want to get dressed up and kind of, you've got City Walk for all of that, so you can always get your fancy shoes on and your fancy shirts and dresses and stuff on later on in the evening. But for at the theme parks, do not make the mistake of dressing for fashion over comfort. Listen, if you can get away with being fashionable and comfortable, then you're onto a winner for sure. It's never really been a problem for me though, because I'm not that fashionable. And the next thing on my list is do not try to do it all in one day. Now trust me, I've been there and done that. You're on a time crunch and you think you can get it all done in one day. You can. At least, well, I guess with Express Pass it is doable. You can certainly get a lot more done in a day, but I don't think you'd have a good time doing it. I think you need to allow yourself plenty of time and really take time to enjoy it. I would say for Universal Studios, you need at least 1 to 2 days for each park to fully kind of get in there and appreciate it, and take time for those regular hydration breaks, food breaks, bathroom breaks, all that stuff that you need to do. Get out there, do the rides that you want to do, because some of these ride lines, they can be pretty long. Certain attractions don't have Express Pass, so there's no other way than just to wait in line if you want to do those. So you don't want to be stressing out and not enjoying yourself for sake of being on a time crunch. So make sure you give yourself plenty of time and do not try to do it all in one day. Well, hopefully you found this video useful, and if you did, you might want to check out this video next because YouTube thinks you'd like it.